attorney present at these proceedings. If you need time to hire an attorney, please let me know and I'll be happy to give you that opportunity. If you request a bench trial, meaning that you enter a not guilty plea, you will have the right to present witnesses for me to talk with, and you have the right to question witnesses who will testify against you. You have the right to testify on your own behalf and the absolute right to remain silent. If there is an opportunity that you may go to jail if convicted of the charge against you, you may have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you qualify. You have the right to a trial by jury, and in some cases, the right to a public defender. However, if you resolve the case today, you'll be waiving your right to a trial by jury and a public defender. We're going to have you sign some documents today that I've read you these rights. Ms. Milton, would you like to go over those procedures with them?
Yes, Judge. If you reach a disposition during today's hearing, we will need you to sign the back of the uniform traffic citation that you were issued by the officer. We will email that to the email address that you provided to us. You will have 24 hours from today to sign the document and return it to us.
Okay, thank you. When I call your name, please let me know that you are here and how you'd like to plead to the charge against you. Damian Allen. Mr. Allen on the line? Collis Cambridge. Ladarian Chucks or Chooks.
I'm here, and
Okay.
I want to plead the second one because I'm not sure like exactly why I'm not sure
Okay.
exactly what he said, but the second one.
Okay, I'll talk to you. Is it Chooks?
Yes, this is me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chooks. I'll talk to you.
All right.
Anthony Cobbs. Thomas Coffey.
I'm here.
Good afternoon, Mr. Coffey. How do you plead?
I'd like to talk to you too, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Coffey. We'll do a pretrial. Donald Joseph Kraft Simpson. Okay, how do you plead, Mr. Okay, thank you, sir. Robert Fleming.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, is this Mr. Fleming?
Yes, sir. It sure is.
Okay, how do you plead, Mr. Fleming?
It's kind of extenuating circumstances. I am where the officer said I was, but there were, and I'm an over-the-road truck driver.
Okay,
And
I'll talk to you, Mr. Fleming, okay? We'll do a pretrial, all right? Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, sir. All right. So do I hang on or do I?
Hang on and I'll call your name when you're up, okay?
10-4. Thank you.
All right. Jose Garcia. Mr. Garcia? Okay, how do you plead, Mr. Garcia? Say it. Thank you, sir. Yes. Mctunda Green. Quincy Gripper. Okay, Mr. Gripper, how do you plead? Do you want to talk to me today to see if we can resolve it? Okay, we'll do a pretrial. Thank you. John Hartfield.
Joseph Kassab here on behalf of Mr. Hartfield. We would like to pre-try the case as well.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kassab. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Merderos Morales. Is that yours, Mr. Cooper?
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We would respectfully request a pretrial.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be with you.
Thank you.
Muhammadu Daw, N-D-A-W. You're on mute, sir. You're on mute. There you
Can
go.
you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to go for pre-trial, please.
Okay, pronounce your last name for me.
Dow. The N
Dow.
is silent. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dow.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Edgar Padilla Vicario. Bruce Silver. Roger Thomas. I see that we have some people on that have not answered. I have a Chris M. Chris,
Afternoon, Your Honor.
good afternoon, Chris. Are you supposed to be on this calendar?
Initially, the officer put the date as today, 1 o'clock, yes, sir. But when I called, I guess the solicitor's office, I was not on the calendar.
Okay. What's your last name, sir?
Mench, M-E-N-C-H.
Okay. We have your citation, Mr. Minch. How do you plead?
Can I request a pretrial, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you, Mr. Minch.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anybody else on the line who's here for the calendar today? Okay, we'll get to you, sir. Thank you. And I think what we've already talked, and we already have your ticket, so I'll be with you. Okay. Okay. So how do you know? Can I take the tickets? Or I want to do the attorneys first.
These are the ones that the attorney put.
Okay.
These are the two that pled guilty. Okay. This is the gentleman that pled not guilty. And these are the ones that wanted to plead trial.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Kassab and Mr. Hartfield.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kassab, is your client going to be on the line today?
I can call them in on it. I was hoping we could just come to some kind of pretrial resolution and.
Okay,
and if he
that's
needs to sign,
fine.
okay. Okay,
He was charged with violation of DOT restrictions on controlled access. What did he want to tell me about? He's a driver.
Yes, Your Honor. He's an over-the-road driver, and it might be a good case for trial, but what we'd be looking to do is plea it down to guilty to a non-reporting offense with as small a fine as possible.
Basic rules violation 265.
Is there any wiggle room on the fine amount?
I will normally help people out with, especially with drivers, over-the-road drivers, with their history, to help them with the history. I just don't think it's fair that I reduce fines, because then I wouldn't be fair to everybody. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Okay. So that would be the 40-6-1 violation?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I think that's what we're gonna do then. Can I text Miss Milton my email address so that we can get the signed citation, amended citation, and fine money over to you all?
Ms. Milton?
Yes, that's fine. You can send it in the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that right now.
All right.
May we be, or may I and my client be excused
Yeah.
after? Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Kassab. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Thank you.
Mr. Cooper, is your client going to be with us this afternoon?
No, Your Honor, it's going to be a plea in absentia, but I'm still waiting, of course, for the paperwork to come back from my client. But I'm basically in the same situation as previous counsel.
Okay.
I have an over-the-road trucker who had a lane violation offense, and we're respectfully requesting a 40-6-1 non-reporting, non-moving violation.
Okay, and the 265,
Yes, sir.
you're gonna get that paid?
We can do it. I just can't, it's going to take me, I know, probably within about a week or so to get it.
Okay, you can discuss that with Ms. Milton also as far as payment goes, okay?
Should I call Ms. Milton back later or?
Mr. Cooper, I believe we have your email address. Did you file an entry of appearance?
Yes, I have.
Okay, is your email address listed there?
Yeah, sure is.
Okay, I will communicate with you that way.
Thank you, Ms. Milton.
Absolutely.
Judge, thank you, and may I be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon.
Thank you. You too, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chooks?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chooks, you've been charged with a violation of DOT restrictions also. Have you been listening in?
What was that?
I said, have you been listening in?
Yes, I have.
Okay, you've been charged with the same violation that the two previous gentlemen were charged with. I am willing to reduce this to a basic rules violation, which does not appear on your history, won't affect your insurance, and doesn't carry any points with it. Okay? The fine would be $265.
Okay, and how will I go about that?
Say it again.
How would I go about with the fine?
If you're not able to pay today, I'll reset you to another calendar to get you to pay by that time, or we can have someone talk with you about how you can get this paid today.
Okay, yeah, I have a card, so I can pay it today. But you
Okay.
also get no points, and it won't reflect on my license also, correct?
Right, it's not gonna be on your history, it's not gonna affect your insurance, and then no point's gonna be. Okay?
All right, thank you.
All right. Yes,
This is true. You can make a payment online at openstates.org. You'll see a link at the bottom that says online citation.
So is there anyone I should be looking for to contact me?
We're gonna send this ticket via email. You just sign the ticket. Once you make your payment online, we'll see that you make it.
Mike, you're muffled. I'll speak on your behalf. Mr. Chooks, this is Nicole Milton. We will email you the back of the ticket for your signature, and we will also include the website where you can render your payment online, or you can come down to the courthouse and pay in our Treasury Department.
Okay, so just and do I sign over the phone, like through email?
Yes, when we send you the email, it'll be attached, the back of the ticket, and you'll be able to use your mouse to sign the document.
Okay, yeah, I'm not on a computer. I'm on my phone, so I should be able to use my phone.
Yes, it does work with your phone. It should be phone compatible.
Okay. All right, thank you.
okay. Have a good afternoon.
And I can leave the meeting, correct?
Yes, sir. Let's see. Mr. Coffey, you're up. You have to unmute yourself, Mr. Coffey.
Yes, sir.
You have been charged with following too close, violation of DOT restrictions also, and improper turn or improper lane change. Was there an accident involved in this, Mr. Coffey?
No, sir.
Okay. And you have a CDL?
Yes, sir. I'm an over-the-road driver too.
Okay. I don't know why they charged you with following too close and an improper lane change, and there's no accident involved. I can dismiss the following too close. I can reduce the improper turn to a basic rules violation. And the DOT violation of DOT restrictions, reduce that to a basic rules violation also, so it won't affect your CDL, okay?
Okay.
For the reduced improper turn, it'll be 145. And for the reduced violation of DOT restrictions, it'll be $265. Like I said, they'll both be reduced to basic rules. You
And
agree?
that won't show up on my CSA score, right?
Say it again, Mr. Coffey?
That won't show up on my CSA score, right?
No, it won't. It won't show up on your history. It won't affect your insurance, and it won't affect your CDL.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Can you pay this today, or are you gonna need some time?
I'm gonna need some time to pay it.
Okay, I'm gonna reschedule you for another court date. Get it paid by that court date that you're rescheduled for. And then you don't have to come back to court this way. If you don't get it paid by the court date that we reschedule you for, you're gonna have to come back and tell me why, okay?
Yes, sir. And then Miss Milton will send that stuff to me, right?
You've got it.
Okay? Any other questions, Mr. Coffey?
No, sir. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Want a 30-day reset?
Let's give them to the first of the year.
Okay.
Okay. You have a question, Mr. Dow? Was that for me?
Yes. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, this is about the signs that they say that is posted on the highway actually is not there. I myself drove there and took pictures of the signs on the highway from where I was.
Hello?
From where I was, where I left to drive to left, right on Riverside Drive, Riverview Drive, and left on 278. I took 285 south, and from 285 south to I-20, there's 6 signs. I took the pictures, and there's no sign that give restriction access.
Okay, Mr. Dow, I'm happy to listen to what you have to say. I don't have a police officer here to testify in your case today. If you would like for me to reset your case to another date for a bench trial, I'm happy to do that. And you could bring any witnesses that you want to bring in. Is that what you want to do, Mr. Dow?
It's up to you, Your Honor.
No,
we decide, I will agree
it'll
with it.
be up to you. Otherwise, I'll offer you what I've offered everyone else that's had the same violation that you have, is the basic rules violation, which won't appear on your history and won't affect your insurance, and 265, or you can come back for a bench trial at another date.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, Your Honor.
which would you like to do, Mr. Dow?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Bench on for another date.
Okay, we'll
Yes,
put you down for it. That's fine, Mr. Dow.
Yes, Your Honor.
We will. I'm not sure. Do we know when our next when a bench calendar would be? Okay, Mr. Dow, we're gonna send you another notice for a bench trial. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
when you come back for that trial, I'll have the officer here, so you'll be able to question the officer, and you
Okay.
bring any evidence that you have to show me. Okay.
Yes, I will.
All
Yes,
right.
Your Honor. Yes, Your
You have
Honor.
any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. You too, Your Honor.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes. But
Yes, I'm James Key. I'm attorney for Anthony Cobbs.
for Mr. Key, what do you know? What number what's your client's name?
Anthony Cobbs, C-O-B-B-S.
Okay.
Number 4.
Okay. Mr. Key, how is Mr. Cobbs going to plead?
Well, I'm looking for a pretrial on this, and if he could get a basic rules amendment, that would be fine. It's just a situation. You can see he's a truck over in the left, in the wrong 2 lanes, and he says he was trying to avoid an accident. You know, it's a factual sort of thing, as opposed to him coming in from Virginia to have a trial. if it can be resolved through negotiation.
That's fine, Mr. Key. Basic rules, I'm willing to reduce it to, and 265 is the fine.
Okay, he's on the road, so why send you a plea in absentia, or, because I prefer not to pay for my clients and send them an invoice, because I've done that before. It's not my best practices on that. So
Okay.
I like to get funds from them and then pay, if at all possible. So
Okay.
mechanism here today on that.
When do you think you can get this paid by, Mr. Key?
Well, I'm gonna call him on the road, they can't answer on the road because it's a violation, so I'll get a hold of him by the end of the day, catch him at a truck stop or whatever, but it shouldn't take long. I just, do you want me to send in a paper plea in absentia or however you wish?
You can talk with Ms. Milton about how to get that received. And as far as payment, I just like to try to keep it clean to make sure that we have I like to give people time to pay. So I'll reset him till another date. If he gets it paid, then he doesn't have to show up on that reset.
Okay, and
Okay.
so, and the 265, that's the walkout or the plus cost?
If you pay it online, there might be additional charges. But there are no additional charges if they, right, Mr. Jordan?
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Just the 265, unless you pay it online, and there might be some credit card fees.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, everything else I can resolve with Nicole Milton to see how, logistically to get it done. But
Yes. Yes.
Attorney Key, if you would provide your email in the chat, I can correspond with you further.
okay. In the chat here. Where's the chat? Oh, I see it. Chat. Okay.
Just send me a message with your email address and I'll provide everything in writing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Am I excused?
Yes. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
See, so who do we still have here? I'm trying to take everybody on the Zoom call first.
Your Honor, this is Robert Fleming. I didn't hear you call my name for the pretrial, sir.
Okay. I haven't gotten to you quite yet, Mr. Fleming.
Okay, sir, I'll stand by.
Oh, okay, since you're here, let me take you, okay? So, can you hear me?
Great. Yes, sir, I
Yes.
can.
Have you been listening in on the call so far, Mr. Fleming?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay, you're charged with the same violation that some of the other people are charged with that have a CDL. I'm happy to reduce that to a basic rules violation to help not affect your CDL, and the fine is $265. Is that what you want to do?
That's fantastic, sir. I mean, I'm a 20-year veteran driver. This is my first offense in 20 years of any type.
Okay,
And
excellent.
and my license is my bread and butter. So anything that you can do to help that, I will follow your orders, whatever they are.
Okay, so I'll reduce it to a basic rules. It's not going to appear on your history. It's not going to affect your CDL, and it's not going to have any points or anything like that associated with it. The fine is $265.
Can I pay it right
now? Ms. Milton?
Yes, if you would like to pay online at fultonstate.org and search using your name or your citation number, give us about 2 minutes and we can amend the charge to reflect basic rules and make sure that fine amount is correct.
Okay, ma'am. I need to write down that site because I'm an older guy and I'm not really good on this technology. But
Can I
I
send
can
it
go
to
ahead
you
and
in the chat? Is that okay?
Yes. Can I pay it with my credit card?
Yes.
Okay,
I
or
just
my
sent it to you in the
ATM? Okay, so explain to me what I need to do because
Nicole, I
I'm
think he's on the phone, so I don't know if he's able to see a chat, is he?
You should be able to see it still.
Oh, okay.
Can I offer my email and you can send me something through my email? I mean, I know how to work that.
Yes.
And then I will go ahead and send whatever you need me to send.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, my email is F as in Foxtrot, L as in Lima, E as in Echo, M as in Mike, I as in India, N as in November, S as in Sierra, T as in Tango.
Mr.
Yes,
Fleming,
ma'am.
we have your Gmail email address on record. That's privileged
thank you.
information, so we don't want everyone to hear it, but I do have your email address. I'll communicate with you there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Judge, thank you very much also. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good afternoon, Mr. Fleming.
All right, sir.
Okay, you're up, Mr. Minch.
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. You've been charged with speeding 84 in a 60.
Yes, sir.
I can reduce that to 74 in a 60, which means that you'll be within that 14-point spread that is not going to appear in your history, okay?
Yes, sir. Does that include insurance as well?
I only have one ticket here for you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, it's not going to appear on your history, so you're asking if it's going to affect your insurance?
Correct. Yes, sir.
I can't advise you as far as your insurance goes, but I would imagine that if something's not on your history, that your insurance company might not have access to it.
Yes, sir.
Did you have an anticipation of what the fine was going to be?
I was okay with the initial fine, but I will not argue a decrease.
How much was the fine?
I believe it was like $365.
Okay. I'm not sure what the fine is. I'm gonna have it be $265, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
$265. I've reduced your speed from 84 to 74 in a 60.
Yes, sir.
And can you get this paid today, or are you gonna need some time?
I can pay it today. Yes, sir.
Okay. You can, are you gonna pay that online?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Or I can do it over the phone, whatever's easier.
Okay, just get it paid today.
Yes, sir. Do I need to send Miss Milton a message about I guess to sign the back of the ticket, or do I need to worry about that? Do I just need to pay?
You're gonna have to sign for it, so you're gonna have to get the paperwork back in. Ms. Milton?
Yes, I will, if you would just send me your email address in the chat.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, do I have anyone else on? I have some people here in person, but do I have anyone else on the line that needs for me to talk with them? Okay, I don't think so. You all will hold on for me while I talk with the people that we have in the courtroom.